Hey there everybody, this is Julie from Be Smart Social Media. So one question I get asked all the time is, what does an influencer marketing campaign look like for an e-commerce brand? So I thought I'd walk you through what a recent campaign looked like for one of our clients, Lusty Monk Mustard. Now, as you can see here on the screen, I've got Lusty Monk's website pulled up, and you can see that it is a mustard and it has a pretty unique brand voice. So the first key to an influencer marketing campaign is making sure that whatever influencers you work with are in line with your brand voice, your tone, and you just want to make sure there's a brand alignment there so that it is authentic and it feels like whatever influencer you work with, you want to feel like it's a match. So the next step in influencer marketing is to select the influencers. The influencer that we're going to talk about today is I'm going to go to their Instagram feed here, is the Chicago Cheese Preacher. And her Instagram handle is Cheese Sex Death. So obviously, there's alignment there between Lusty Monk Mustard and her Instagram handle here. When we're looking for influencers for clients, we're looking for a mix of, number of followers, which is, this individual here, this influencer has a little over 33,000 followers, which is a good number. And you want to make sure that they're actively posting. So you can see that she has quite a bit of stories posted here. And you can also check out the engagement she has on her posts. So this most recent one had 581 likes, 11 comments. This post had over 1,300 likes and 43 comments. And so you can kind of see 1,388. So you kind of get a feel for how popular this influencer is. And then the other thing that we do is we actually go in here and look at who's commenting to make sure it's not the same person over and over again. And that helps us make sure that we don't find fake influencers or people who have, fake influence. And so you can kind of see here, this influencer is pretty popular, has a pretty good mix of types of posts and what they look like on here. And so you can come back over here and you can see, on this post, there's a lot of different people posting. It's not just the same people over and over again. And as we scroll down here, I'll show you the Instagram picture and program that my client did. So right here is the picture. So you can see that this post actually got 502 likes, which isn't quite as much as some of this influencer's other posts, but check how many comments it had. It was 257 comments. And so this leads us back to the next point of influencer marketing, which is you have to be open to, number one, giving the influencer product, and number two, you have to be open to whatever the influencer wants to do in terms of what they're going to do with the content. And so this influencer wanted to do a giveaway. So basically this influencer gave away some Lusty Monk Mustard and ran a contest for that. One of the really great benefits of influencer marketing is your influencers can produce really nice content for you. So you can see this picture is just beautiful, and this influencer did a phenomenal job at representing our brand. And as you can see, 502 likes and a whole bunch of comments. And so that really, what that does for our client is it gets her name, it gets her company name and her product out there in front of a much larger audience than she could reach by herself. And so from there, we're going to pop over to Lusty Monk's Instagram account. And what you'll see is, you can see that the imagery is somewhat similar. Here are some other results of some social media campaigns that we've done for the client. But you can see that the feeling and the vibe is somewhat similar to the Cheese Sex Death. And so that's what you're also looking for, is kind of a match in tone and visuals and that type of thing. But as we scroll down here, you'll see right here is the reshare that we did of that contest. So that's great, lots of likes, lots of love on Instagram. What does that actually mean in real terms, in terms of results for our client? So ultimately, this client really likes the organic growth, and that is what we're after here for this client. And so just so you can kind of see how we track influencers through our process, right here is the cheese sex death influencer. And you can see it's been completed. We classified this influencer as a level 4, and we have various classifications of influencers, and it's based on a lot of different things, but it helps us kind of track influencers through our systems. You can see that this campaign, it actually took 48 days from the initial outreach to completion. So, you know, a little over a month and a half. And that's another thing to remember, is that it takes time for some of this stuff to actually happen. You know, you don't just start an influencer marketing campaign and it's running the next day. Certainly sometimes that can happen, but that's not typically the case. And the reason is there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of negotiations about what you actually want the influencer to do with your content. Now, ultimate results for this, and we have a case study on our website overall for this client, our social stats, you can see the influencer marketing campaign definitely helped increase from 597 to 898. We were doing some work in between there, so that's not all from the influencer campaign, but certainly quite a bit of those new followers on Instagram came from this influencer marketing campaign. We have a case study on our site for Lusty Monk, but the part I want to focus on is this right here. So this middle box right here. So we looked at, for the week of this influencer marketing campaign, we looked at last year's online sales versus this year's online sales. So 2019 compared to 2020. Online sales grew 104%. Now, some of that is definitely due to this influencer marketing campaign. Not all of it, but a lot of it is due to that influencer marketing campaign because it's very specific to that window of time. And then from week to week, so the week before the influencer marketing campaign to the week of the campaign, sales grew 56%. So from one week to the next, sales jumped by that much, which I think is an even better indicator of how well this influencer marketing campaign did and how influencer marketing can help your business. And so that is Lusty Monk Mustard's influencer marketing campaign. That's a quick rundown of one campaign we've done for them. And I hope that gives you an idea of how this works and what it looks like, and also, you know, why you would work with a company like us, why you would hire somebody like us to do this type of campaign for you. There's a lot of back and forth, there's a lot of negotiation, and if you're not careful, you can get scammed by fake influencers. So that's why you work with a company like ours. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.